So a lot of people have told me during the course of several discussions, the day caste as a factor dies, Hinduism and Hindus will unite and there will never be a problem again. What they don't seem to realize is because this community does not have an organized central figure and because it has multiple factions, so to speak, it is difficult for anybody to control this institution, and therefore it is difficult for anybody to impose their will on this institution because they will struggle. There will always be resistance from one part or the other, which is why conversions or invasions have not succeeded in completely converting this particular community. Respecting a certain identity which comes from a certain background is not the same as having a casteist mentality. I draw that distinction very clearly. I am of the clear view that if a machine has to work, all parts have to work together. Any part which thinks that it is superior to the other and says you're only the nut and you're only the bolt, remove the nut and the bolt and let's see if the machine works. That is how I see it. I don't claim to have any knowledge of the Shastras. I don't claim to have any knowledge of the Vedas. I'm not even trained in any of those. But my intuitive response or my intuitive understanding of the system is this. The people who will ask for destruction of the caste identity are the first people to cite caste identity whenever it is convenient. I will give you the example of the state of Tamil Nadu openly. The self-respect movement, the Dravidian movement, all of this was started on the basis that caste as a factor must die, must perish. Every year you will find any number of newspaper articles that report caste-based violence. So what has happened? Has this movement failed? Has your ideology failed? Or have you failed to understand this institution? Or have you failed to understand the basis of this institution?